You cannot make this stuff up. Only in the WNBA. Let's watch these videos. I'll provide my second opinion, and I would love to hear your opinion in the comments section below. Like, subscribe.
Former NBA center Enes Kanter Freedom was ejected from a WNBA game between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky after a confrontation with a player. Freedom was on the sidelines wearing a shirt that said, quote, woman, noun, adult, human, female. Sky guard Natasha confronted Freedom late into the third quarter, and he was then escorted from the arena. Freedom had a conversation with a group of police officers before leaving the stadium. Freedom had previously declared himself eligible for the WNBA this month, saying he identifies as a woman in a criticism of WNBA's eligibility criteria. Former NBA
Chicago staying in it. Natasha. And right before the break, this was the scene inside Wintrust Arena after Natasha got that bucket. She wanted her voice heard. We have talked about the conversations.
Carrington was ejected from very difficult from the beginning. Kanter Freedom ran into trouble. All right, he showed up, and here's what happened as he entered the arena.
Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass out of Chicago. I'm not touching him. I'm just saying, fuck you, bitch. Sorry ass. You was sorry in the league. You was sorry in the league. Sorry ass. You was sorry in the league. You was sorry in the league. You wouldn't even do good in this league. Sorry ass. Sorry. Now you ain't good. You ain't good here. You ain't good.
Okay, I'll intervene at this point. As you can see, there's a lot of animosity with regards to essentially what he's doing is calling out the brazen, and I'll be more opinionated, hypocrisy about this. The league that is called the WNBA, which clearly is about everything but basketball, because I've never seen someone with this many unforced errors. It makes no sense. And what's happening is they won't clearly define what a woman is, even though it's called the Women's, National Basketball Association. And it's completely silly to me, because clearly they've been trying to keep it consistent for decades about when they select women who are going to actually be professionals in the league. What's taking place here? Okay, now there's bigger, fatter paychecks. And since you won't define what a woman is, he's trolling, but at the same time, he is trying to make a point here. You can't exclude him when he says he's a woman while also not defining what a woman is. It makes no, and they still actually haven't. I guess they formed a task force to figure this out, which really means they had a task force. They hope it blows over. They hate the fact that he keeps trolling and making this an issue that they have to answer to. It is completely undermining what I think they've been trying to do, which is try to get more focus on, their skills and the actual basketball gameplay. But when you have players that crash out like Natasha crash out cloud, that's just what she does. Is frankly looks like she walks around with a chip on her shoulder all the time. Feeding into this, like, he can have this opinion and you can just ignore him and just do what you were going to do. But this league always likes to be part of every like social issue outside of basketball. So people are going to pick and troll when that's what you keep on communicating about, inclusivity and DEI and all these other issues outside of basketball, when it should have been about basketball play the entire time. And it's an easy answer. This is a business. This is not emotional. What's good for business is, yes, we should only have natural born women playing against natural born women. It's easy. It's simple. And it's not about being exclusive. It's all about being consistent. And playing into this stuff, to me, is just completely stupid. I mean, you get more viewers than ever. You got more people coming to the game than ever. Just make the decision. Take your little backlash from all the activist groups and advocacy groups that are going to come at you anyways for not being sufficiently on their side, and say, hey, it's not about discrimination, it's about consistency, and we're running a business here. We do not want 6'8", 6'9" men playing in this league, dunking on everybody, making this completely look like a silly, sideshow. Because what is going to happen? Because at the end of the day, biology is biology. When this big dude, when she, who was originally born a man, is able to box out everyone and get 25 offensive rebounds a game, block all these shots, do a screen that's going to look totally unfair and unnatural, because instead of running into someone with a different set of, components, they're running into muscle. It is going to hit hard, and then it's going to be really hard to get rid of this or either one or two. If you let two in, it's going to be hard to establish new rules when a lot of players start saying that it says this doesn't feel fair. It sounded fair, but it doesn't feel fair. And then you're going to run into lawsuits, because now how do you stop allowing more trans women to come going forward? They're going to point to the two people that you already let in. And then are you going to say they're being discriminated against? And you come to that conclusion that it isn't fair, then the two ones that are already in the league, then clearly, how do you get rid of them? You just take the backlash today so you can avoid the lawsuits tomorrow. Second opinion. Comment, like, share, and subscribe.